Teenager from Rogersville, meanwhile, is facing a long list of charges tonight for a deadly crash in Oklahoma. A college cheerleader was killed in the crash. The crash also left her mother injured. 17-year-old Anthony Giancola hit their vehicle with a truck as he tried to speed away from deputies. He was driving one of several vehicles he was accused of stealing. Giancola is charged in Oklahoma with murder, larceny, and endangerment.